veganism might seem like a nearly impossible and boring diet, but more people are gravitating towards it. This growing plant-based diet has widened opportunities for South African vegan food manufacturers. Already a gap has been identified in the European market. For more on this, Donovan Will from the Pro Veg International joins me on Skype to discuss this much further. Donovan, thank you so much for your time. I say that the world is seeing a huge increase in the consumption of plant-based products that almost mimic the taste and texture of meat, milk and seafood and cheese. But we're a nation of meat lovers, so are we not immune to these global trends?
That's a great question, and that's one of the things that when I heard about this vegan thing, I thought this doesn't make sense. But we're also a nation of people who cares about our health and cares about environment, and when you say some of these products almost mimic, some of them are exactly the same. And when we can go out and we can get a fries chicken style nugget or a Beyond Meat burger, and it tastes exactly the same, why wouldn't we? You know, and we were surprised. I think a lot of people are surprised at how quickly this movement is growing. And around, like you said, around the world, it's just going absolutely crazy. Especially now with COVID-19 and people starting to ask questions about the links between what we eat and pandemics and obviously other health issues and environmental issues. And there's a lot of people in South Africa who are very surprised when they taste these products because they're not like they were in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I think that it's totally changed. Speak to us about the consumer survey that you have done in European countries on these plant-based food market. What gaps are there in the market that South African food manufacturers can take advantage of?
Yeah, so in Europe, we did a consumer survey over 9 countries, and we asked people who had started showing interest in this food category, what are they missing? And the main thing that came out, and it wasn't a surprise to me because we're battling to find it in South Africa, is vegan cheese. That was number 1. And then also vegan ready meals, so plant-based ready meals. So when we go to Pick and Pay and we just want to buy something that's already made, it's quite hard to find stuff that doesn't contain some animal products. But plant-based cheese, yeah, that's the big one.
So it looks like then that plant-based cheese is the product that was even highlighted as the biggest opportunity for plant-based food producers. What other alternatives are there? Maybe meat and milk alternatives. I mean, companies like Coca-Cola are now even entering the market.
Well, we see in South Africa, a lot of people think that we're far behind because there isn't a big awareness. But when it comes to products on the meat alternative side, we have companies like the Fry Family Food Co. that have been going for almost 30 years from their base in Durban, and they're making some of the world's best products. So they have everything from burgers, chicken-style burgers, nuggets, polony, pies. They have a huge range that's easily available in all the major retailers. And when we look on the plant milk side, there's easily 20 or 30 different plant milk options we can get out there. There's almond milk, there's oat milk, there's cashew milk, there's so many, there's rice milk. And again, all of the major retailers sell these products. But when we look at the plant-based cheese, there's just way less, and most of it, pretty much all of it that's available widely at big retailers is imported. And that's a really big opportunity for South African brands and it's not just South African companies that make vegan food. We need to ask the South African cheese manufacturers, how hard is it going to be for you to formulate plant-based cheese? Because people are doing it around the world, and it's a big opportunity.
What's the quality of the food, and is it affordable?
So there's 2 questions there when we talk about affordability, and the one is, these replacement products, and the other one is just general plant-based food. So when we're looking at traditional plant-based food in South Africa, when we look at something like samp beans, that's plant-based, that's vegan. A vegan can eat samp beans. So we know that we can feed ourselves a really nutritious, healthy meal. If we take samp beans and we add some spinach, we can get a really effectively, a very low budget meal that gets all of our nutrition. And then when we look at these meat alternative products and cheese alternatives, they are quite expensive often. So we've got products, a lot of the products that are imported are very expensive. And again, that's where the opportunity comes. When we're importing these products, especially when we're importing them from Silicon Valley, some of the best meat replacement burgers are coming all the way from California, and they become very expensive.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for that information. Donovan Will is with the Pro Veg International. All right, time now.